Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news as we approach the end of the 2024 NFL season. Browns fans are once again facing that familiar feeling of uncertainty. It's been a roller coaster, to say the least. This year, Cleveland finished with a disappointing 4-12 record, following a tough 3-14 in 2024, which has put a big spotlight on the future of the franchise. And right now, the big question hanging over the Browns' headquarters is what's next for head coach Kevin Stefanski. I mean, let's be honest, it's not just about this season, but about the direction this team is headed and whether Stefanski is still the guy to lead that charge. Now, as we gear up for the final game of the season against the Cincinnati Bengals, the NFL buzz isn't just about who wins or loses, it's about the future. Reports have emerged that Cleveland is leaning toward making a coaching change, and this has fans on the edge of their seats. According to NFL insider Diana Rossini, the Browns have done some serious background work, gathering information on potential new head coaches. And from what she's reporting, it seems like Cleveland might be ready to move on from Stefanski, who has been at the helm for 5 seasons and has earned Coach of the Year honors twice during his tenure. But let's take a step back and look at what Stefanski has meant to Cleveland. When he arrived, the Browns were a team in rebuild mode, looking for stability and identity. And for a while, Stefanski brought a lot of that, helping Cleveland turn things around and giving fans hope again. His first season in 2020 was a real breakthrough, leading the Browns to the playoffs for the first time in decades and showcasing a gritty, disciplined team that played with heart. And in 2021, he was named Coach of the Year, thanks to a season that saw the Browns reach the playoffs again and show flashes of being a real contender. But this season, things have been different. The team struggled with consistency, and the offense, which was once a strength, looked out of sync far too often. Quarterback Deshaun Watson, brought in to be the franchise savior, has faced ups and downs, and the overall team chemistry hasn't really clicked as expected. Cleveland's defense has shown moments of brilliance, but also lapses that cost them games. The coaching staff, despite some solid game plans, couldn't quite get the team to reach its full potential. And that's led many to question whether Stefanski can adapt and get the most out of this roster. The fans, the front office, everyone is now asking, is it time for a fresh start? And that's where things get even more intriguing. The Browns are in a prime position in the upcoming draft, possibly with a top pick again, and that means the organization is reevaluating everything. The idea of bringing in a new voice, a coach who can energize and elevate the team, is gaining momentum. Names like Mike McCarthy and Joe Brady are being thrown around, but one name that's really piqued curiosity, even if it remains unlikely at this point, is Deion Sanders. Now, I know what you're thinking. Deion is exactly a traditional candidate for the NFL head coaching job, but his influence, leadership, and recent success at Colorado have made him a hot topic. Even with his recent 3-9 season at Colorado, Sanders' name keeps coming up because of his charisma and ability to motivate players. And interestingly enough, Sanders has been close to Cleveland's scene this year, watching his son, Shedeur, play quarterback for Colorado, a connection that's fueling speculation that maybe, just maybe, the Browns are looking at unconventional options. Of course, Deion Sanders would be a huge gamble, and the NFL is a different beast than college football. But Cleveland isn't exactly shying away from bold moves lately. The organization has shown a willingness to shake things up when things aren't working, and with the draft approaching, they're clearly assessing whether a new voice can turn this team around and set a new course for the franchise's future. Now, let's not forget the other names that might be in the mix. The NFL coaching carousel is always spinning, and Cleveland will surely consider a variety of options. You've got veteran coaches like Mike McCarthy, who has a proven track record with the Dallas Cowboys, or offensive minds like Joe Brady, who's been making waves with the Bills. Grant Udinski and Mike LaFleur are also names to keep an eye on, as Cleveland looks for someone who can develop Deshaun Watson and get that offense firing on all cylinders again. But right now, the focus is on whether Stefanski will be back or if a new leader will step in to bring a fresh perspective, a new energy, and a different approach to the roster. And let's talk about what this means for the Browns' upcoming season and beyond. Cleveland has a talented core, including Watson, who's still young and has the potential to be a franchise QB if he can find consistency. The defense, with guys like Myles Garrett, is one of the best in the league when playing at full strength. But it's all about the coaching, the game plans, the in-game adjustments. The Browns need a coach who can unite the team, bring discipline, and inspire them to reach the next level, especially in a division as tough as the AFC North. The AFC North, as always, is a battleground. The Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, they're all hungry and loaded with talent. Cleveland has shown flashes of brilliance, but consistency has been their Achilles heel. If the Browns decide to make a coaching change, it's not just about a new face. It's about setting a new tone, a new identity that can sustain success year after year. That's what every Browns fan hopes for, a team that plays with passion, grit, and a relentless desire to win their division and make deep playoff runs. And with the draft coming up, the offseason will be critical. The decisions made now could shape the franchise for years to come. Whether it's drafting a game-changing player or bringing in a new coaching staff that can unlock the full potential of this roster. As we look ahead, it's clear that Browns fans are brimming with anticipation and hope, even in the face of disappointment. A coaching change might be on the horizon, and while it's always tough to see a coach who's been part of the team's journey for years go, sometimes it's exactly what's needed to spark a new chapter. Cleveland is a proud franchise with a passionate fan base, and we all want to see our Browns rise again, competing at the highest level, bringing that Lombardi trophy back home where it belongs. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Remember, we're all in this together, and the best is yet to come for our beloved Browns. Let's keep the faith, keep supporting our team no matter what, and get ready for an exciting offseason filled with possibilities. Cleveland Browns fans, this is just the beginning of a new chapter, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.